What's up, beautiful people? This is Mike from Mike Gets Well, and I hope you're having an amazing weekend. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to do the smart calibration on the Samsung Neo QLED QN90B, and also you can do it on QN85B and also on the OLED from Samsung. So this is the new feature, professional quality screen calibration from Samsung, built into their 2022 lineups, and we're gonna be showing you how it is done. So there are a couple of things you will need. You will need a cell phone, Samsung Galaxy S21 I'm using in my case. Any Galaxy from 2018 and onwards will work, and also iPhone with the Face ID. Alright, I'm showing you a screen which is the Samsung QN90B, and we have the picture preset modes, dynamic, standard, movie, and the filmmaker. So we're gonna be doing the calibration on these picture presets. I'm gonna be showing you guys to do it on the movie picture mode. I'm gonna keep the filmmaker mode right there because dynamic, you don't want to touch that. So I'm trying to just get the movie picture mode closer to the reference level. And what reference level is for the SDR, it is Rec 709, and we're gonna be getting closer to that D65 white point. So we're gonna see how this Samsung can do it. So now, without any further ado, let's just grab these settings for the remote control, and we're gonna go in the movie where we are. I tried to do it in the movie HDR, but this is the disclaimer here. You cannot do the calibration on the HDR picture modes. It's only done in the SDR, and I'm gonna show that on my cell phone screen, what it shows and what are the parameters. But I'm showing you guys here what are the settings we have, and what I'm going to do here, I'm now pushed out to the regular movie mode, and I'm gonna go into the smart calibration, and we're gonna launch it. So what you're going to be presented on the screen, you have to follow those instructions. As I said, it can be done on the Samsung Galaxy 2018 onwards, and also it can be done using the iPhone which has the Face ID. So lots of iPhones out there that you're using, the latest ones have the Face ID, so you can also do it, and you have to download the application called SmartThings. It's by Samsung, and you can see my phone right here. It's kind of a little blurry, so then I'm gonna switch to the screen recording so I can show you guys. I know this video is gonna be a little long, guys, but I want to show you my failure also, what happened when I started doing this, so you guys don't have to go through that inconvenience. So when you click on that smart calibration, this QR code is going to be presented to you on the screen. And what you're going to do is you're going to just bring your camera and just click on that camera application on your cell phone and just zoom in a little so it can read that QR code, and you're going to be taken to the Samsung SmartThings application, which I already have downloaded to save the time. But if you don't have it, it's gonna ask you to download it from the Google Play Store, and in your case it's gonna be the Apple Store. Okay, I'm using it as bedroom TVs, even in my living room, but I mean right now, you know, I'm in the situation, I'm reviewing it for you guys. So I'm just connecting it to the TV, and it says that it is connecting to the phone. So the process is really simple. You just scan the QR code, and then it registered it to your Samsung account. So you'll have to create your Samsung account, which is just your email and password you can do, and then your Samsung account will be set up and your TV will be added to your devices. So this is what happened right here. I have the TV, it asks you to name it, rename it if you want to, and then it is getting everything ready for me. But as soon as I got into the application, what happened that I'm going to talk a little later, but it's telling you that you can tap the phone on your screen. There are a couple of things you can do with your Samsung device if you have the Samsung TV. So this is exclusive to the Samsung phones. You can tap and you can have screen sharing going on the screen. Not a big deal, by the way. I can do it mirror by sitting on the sofa. I don't have to go and tap. Okay, so this is where it went wrong. I was not on the same Wi-Fi network as the TV is connecting to the Wi-Fi network. So what I had to do, I had to switch it to connect it to the same Wi-Fi network. Alright, and it was connected to the same Wi-Fi network. I just went to the SmartThings application and went to my devices, and you can see that all of this is for the TV controls. You can set the picture mode, you can open the application. It's kind of remote control in your hand. So where we're gonna go is the smart calibration here, and just tap on it. It's gonna just connect to the TV, and you're gonna use your phone. It is kind of similar process that Apple launched in their Apple TV 4K, where you just do the calibration using the cell phone, getting it closer to the TV. But that is just the basic mode calibration that we have in the Samsung. There's a professional mode, which actually goes and does 20-point calibration. So first we're gonna do the basic calibration, which was offered in the Apple 4K TV. and it's going to be done really quick. So as you can see on the TV, we have that calibration screen summoned, and we have the cell phone saying that you have to go closer to 1 to 3 centimeter to do the calibration. So I'm going to take my phone closer to the TV and going to do the calibration. So without any delay, let's just get into it. And make sure, guys, if you have made it so far in the video, hit the like on this video. That's going to help me a lot. And also consider subscribing so that, I can work on this content for you all and just keep myself motivated. So as you can see that I'm holding my phone and it has instructions. You have to be focusing on that cell phone, which is on the screen with your camera pointed towards that. And it's going to start taking some measurements, and it's going to run it in the full screen mode. It's going to run some patterns, and you're going to have your movie picture mode preset calibrated. And make sure to keep in mind that it is just going to do the calibration on the movie picture preset mode, not the movie HDR. It's not going to do the HDR calibration. It's just going to do the regular SDR calibration. So as you can see, it is done. When I'm playing with my phone, clicking on the before and after, you can see the screen is switching in brightness. So it actually made my screen more brighter after the calibration. I was actually thinking about it's going to make it more dull, but the 150 nits range, I think that's what it's targeting. And it's still a lot when it comes to the full screen 150 nits for when you have a Samsung TV like this. So that's what it's targeting, and I'm going to show you in the professional picture mode, because this is just basic. It took only 14 seconds to complete. So I doubt this kind of calibration. It was done using the Apple TV 4K with the iPhone, and Vincent has a video out there about it, and it was not done accurately. So now we're going to get into the real deal. I'm going to reset the picture mode setting that we have for the movie, and I'm going to throw different variables in there and see if it can get it right or not. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to the color space and going to throw it maybe like custom or native. We're going to make it native because usually it pops the, colors and all. We're going to go and change all those variables. So right now we have reset the movie picture preset, and we're going to change the color temperature. What we're going to do, local dimming, I think I'm going to move it to it's on standard, so we're gonna keep check of like what it changes, and we're gonna go here to the color temperature, which is color tone here. We're gonna make it from warm to all the way up to cool, because calibration should bring it to D65 white point, right? So for gamma, I'm gonna change to 2.2. 2.2 is actually brighter than the BD1886, and color space, I'm gonna make it native, as I said. So we have changed all of these variables. Now we're going to run the calibration, the 20 point, which is the professional calibration, and see what kind of changes we're going to see on the screen. And this is what you should be running. And in order to run that, you can do the same thing. Scan the QR code. It's going to take you to the SmartThings application and run the calibration from there. Or you can just tap on your phone and run it from there. Okay, so this is the one which is going to take so much time. So I brought this tripod with me because I'm not going to be holding phone, and your phone has to be steady. And one more thing that I read in the description, that the lights are supposed to be dim or really dark, so I'm going to do that. As you can see, luminance target that we are doing is 150 nits. BT1886 we are doing here, so we are targeting for the standard reference Rec 709 here. So I'm going to click on we are ready, and we're going to run this calibration. There's another way you can actually calibrate your camera for cell phone, I think, but then it's going to get so complicated. Then you need the meter to make all those corrections to your camera and then calibrate your TV. So I think you would rather go and pay a professional to do it. And either way, it's not going to do it for HDR. So most of the content is out there in HDR is not going to get advantage from this calibration. So it's still that ISF calibration. I know somebody on YouTube, a reviewer, said that end of ISF calibration, it's not gonna be that easy. I mean, the way ISF calibration is done is using really expensive, good equipment, which can take good measurements. Using the cell phone, I mean, I still doubt it, but it's not doing it on HDR. So maybe in the future when Samsung will introduce that to do it on HDR presets, but right now it is limited to SDR. As you can see on my phone screen, it is actually taking longer. It took total of 9 minutes to complete the process. So I'm little fast forwarding here so that I don't waste your guys' time, and you can see the results. It is showing in the XY here, and the DE delta is not calculating here. So maybe Samsung will need to work on this process, because if they're doing some corrections, it should be showing what were the variations, because delta should show you how off are you from that reference standard. But as you can see, it's almost getting closer to where it is completing, and it has done all the RGB stuff it wanted to balance for me. Just a couple of more seconds, and then I'm gonna show you what it shows you. It shows you actually a report what it targeted now. So it targeted gamma 2.4. It doesn't show most of the stuff really in detail on the app. I'm gonna try to calculate later on using Calman software. I have to consult with maybe Keep It Classy to see how it is done using the equipment. I'm sure he has a lot, and I'm sure he's gonna be testing that too. So I'll tell you guys to make sure go check out Tech with KG, Ninjishin AV, and make sure check the Keep It Classy Tech, because he has equipment and he's gonna be working on it, so he can explain all of this to you guys. What I'm doing right now here is that showing you when you apply the calibrated versus the original. It's really hard to justify what I'm looking at with my naked eyes on the screen, but I can tell you the screen has become more brighter, and colors, I can see the difference when I'm clicking on calibrated versus original. Original seems to be a little off on the movie mode in the preset for the SDR. When I click on calibrated, I can see how things are proper. So it has done some changes for sure, but how accurately it has done, we have to wait for that and consult the professionals like HDTV Test, Keep It Classy, and Ninjishin, or anybody who knows all what they're talking about. Not somebody who's gonna tell you to just throw BT 2020 out there, because literally it is not about BT 2020. First of all, here it's Rec 709, so it's gonna keep you guys in that reference standard. And I know some people don't believe in reference standards because they think like it's 30 years old standards, but that's how the movies are supposed to be watched. And then you can do whatever you want to do with your TVs, but then somebody gets so excited about, you know, there's Samsung gonna kill ISF calibration, but they don't even believe in those reference standards. So be careful when you're doing this setting. It's gonna make your picture presets in warm. If you like cool temperature, like those blue or kind of really orangish type of colors, that is a standard and vivid mode. But in this calibration, it's gonna push you down, and I'm gonna show you in this setting when we go. Remember, we changed it to cool temperature, and we changed the local dimming. Was it standard? Actually, it changed it to low, and then the color tone, the temperature, we set it to cool. But you know, like those 30 years old standards, they're still working, and the Samsung knows it, and the big companies know about it. And see how they pushed us to the BT 1886. And then the color temperature to the warm. There's a reason for that, because that's how the movies are referenced, and they want, if you want the professional accuracy, then you have to follow the professional standards. And this is how it is, guys. I want to show you guys what happens when you push it to cool. And the good thing is, in the color gamut, you can't change it to BT 2020 because it's referenced to Rec 709, and you can see it's grayed out for a reason. Well, this is all I have from this video, guys. I hope really that you enjoyed the content. Make sure to give me the feedback in the comment section, and also let me know what you want to see from the upcoming videos. And I'll see you guys in another video. Until then, peace out.